All right, what's going on, y'all? I want to welcome you to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast with Mike and Terrance, presented to you by EETV. What's going on, Mike?
Not much, man. New week, a lot of new music, as always. So,
Yeah.
excited to talk about it, man. What about you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a good week of music, man. Definitely got a chance to go through these albums. We got some good stuff in here, man. We'll kick it off with Nims and Scram Jones' Rise of the Silverback. I think Nims is from New York, if I'm not mistaken. This is definitely, grimy rap, disrespectful type of rap, but it's raw, it's uncut. He's definitely got some dope production on there with Scram, providing the beats. I definitely thought they put together, a great project. I know Paul Rosenberg has a separate label outside of Shady that, he signed Nims, and I definitely think this is a good signing. Highlights for me would be Rise of the Silverback, dope track. Drip, that may be my favorite song on here. Drip is hard. Don't Ever Disrespect Me, featuring Ghostface Killer. That's been out for a while, but that's a great track. Hold That, Gorilla on Your Back, fire track, and Missiles is a good record as well.
Yeah, man. Nims and Scram Jones, Rise of the Silverback. Yeah, I agree with just about everything you said. Definitely New York grimy kind of hip hop, which is kind of missing a little bit from the scene nowadays. I remember when we covered Lloyd Banks's the course of the inevitable three. That
Mm-hmm.
was one of the comments that I made about that one. It kind of gave you that kind of grimy New York feel that I
Mm-hmm.
feel like kind of been missing. So
Yeah.
shout out to Nims for definitely delivering in that aspect on this project. Highlights for me, as you mentioned, Rise of the Silverback. I like Blicky a lot. I like that track.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Ever Disrespect Me, as you mentioned, with Ghostface Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Keep On, Hold That. No Face featuring Fat Joe, I thought was dope. Dirt featuring PD Crack, I thought was dope. Dope to see PD Crack still doing this thing as well too. And Missiles. So yeah, I think this is maybe like a 15 pack, I think.
Yeah.
But as you can see, I named like 8, 9 songs. So I definitely was pleased with the project. I thought it was dope.
Yeah. You guys definitely check out Nims and Scram Jones, Rise of the Silverback.
Thanks.
Next up, man, we got Pagekennedy, A Book of Pages. This is dope, man. Good to see Page back outside. I know he's always shooting films or TV shows, so it's dope that he can rap and act as well. And when we start talking about these rappers who can act, and we always talk about Will Smith, Ice Cube, and Ice-T and people like that, I think Page's name needs to be mentioned, man. He's a lyricist, got some dope bars, good songs on here. He's very transparent on a lot of the songs. And me and you was talking offline a couple days ago. One of the things you got to give a shout out to Page about is he accepted the challenge to go toe to toe with some heavy hitters, man, and really held his own. I mean, he went up against the likes of Crooked Eye and Elzai and Nick Grant and people like that, man, and definitely held his own. Highlights for me would be Practice, Scammers. I like that track featuring Ransom and Elzai. Ransom is crazy. Elzai too, man, just dope. And like I said, I like what Paige did on that song as well. Her song featuring Lonnie Renee, dope record. Speed. I think my favorite song on this album is Change. That's crazy. I'm a big fan of that Sam Cooke song anyway, so I thought it was dope how they flipped that sample and just everything that Paige talked about on that record I thought was dope. Why You Hating? I like the Let Me Ride Dr. Dre sample. I thought that was crazy. Chomp and Giving Up. I thought Giving Up is a dope record. And when we mentioned our lyricists of the year and some of the verses of the year, I definitely thought Giving Up, deserved to be mentioned in that specific category as well.
Yeah, I feel that, man. This is a really good album, man. Pagekennedy, A Book of Pages. As you mentioned, man, some great features on here. All of the features are top tier lyricists. So for him to, put himself in the position to basically be featuring with all of these guys who are known to be top tier lyricists, like you said, that puts a lot of pressure on himself to perform. And he delivered on every single track on this project. So shout out to Page, it's fire. Highlights for me, I got Practice, God's Grace featuring John Connor, Crazy, Fame and Misfortune with Wakil, Transforming, Scammers featuring Ransom and Elzai, Crazy, Her Song, we covered that one previously on the pod.
Yeah.
Speed, which we also covered previously. You mentioned Change, dope as well. Why You Hating, you mentioned that one as well. I Know, featuring King Los and King Crooked, Crazy.
No.
Joyride, Prime, featuring Westside Boogie. I'm On One, featuring A-Noy and Nick Grant, and Giving Up. Like, I think this was maybe 17 songs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I clearly named like 12 songs just then. So, yeah, I love the majority of this project. I thought Page did his thing. And what you were saying about, rappers who are also actors, that's a very good point. And I definitely think Page's name should be in that discussion when we do have those discussions.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to Page, man.
Thanks.
Next up, man, we got Miles. This is an EP. It's called Everywhere and Nowhere at All. I'll let you start this one off.
Okay, we've covered a couple tracks from Miles this year. A couple of them that we will mention when we do the review. But I think he's a very talented artist. I think he's got a good production. He's got a good soulful voice, and I like a lot of the themes of his songs. I think he makes and writes songs about poignant themes, so I give him credit about that. And I like the name Everywhere and Nowhere All at Once. It's kind of a nod to the movie that recently was very successful, so I thought that was dope. Highlights, I got Contact High, Advantage, Oxygen, and A Way to Not Remember. And I'm not sure how many tracks were on here. It may have just been a 4-pack.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, so every song, I got nothing negative to say.
Yeah, man, I thought this was a very creative project, great songs, and I thought he painted a very vivid picture. I like his visuals as well, a couple of these tracks that he's got videos out to. Yeah, but Miles is dope, man. I definitely thought when we started talking about projects to cover, he was somebody that we should go over. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. Advantage, Oxygen, and A Way Not to Remember. Great project, man. Definitely hope he can get some more marketing and people to know about it, because it's definitely a great project.
Facts, bro.
Yeah. Next up, man, we got the return of Ciara with CC. Yeah, man. I mean, this is great for her to be back outside. It's been a minute, it's been some years. I know she's, got a family, and, motherhood is kind of taking over, priority and stuff, but, it's good. She's got that gift in her, man, to dance and sing. And, she's very talented. I've always liked Ciara's music, so it's good to have her back. I thought this project here had good energy, some good songs, and it was definitely a smooth listen. Highlights for me would be How We Roll featuring Chris Brown. Not only is the song dope, but the video is dope as well. I can definitely tell they put a lot of work into that, so shout out to her for that. Low Key, Forever featuring Lil Baby, incredible record, and Winning featuring Big Freedia.
Yeah, man. I co-sign everything you said. Great to see Ciara back doing her thing. Obviously, she was huge coming up, I would kind of say during our generation. So we all were big fans of her and her music and what she was doing. So it's dope to see her still doing her thing. As far as highlights, bro, you pretty much said everything I was gonna say except for BRB. I did like the vibe of that track. I thought it was dope. But everything else you said, yeah, you nailed it. So yeah, I thought it was dope. Shout out to Ciara. This was like a 7-pack, I think. Yeah. So kind of EP style, but definitely something that shows she still got talent, shows she's still doing her thing, and I think it was dope. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree, man. Next up, man, we got Mink Jenkins, The Patience. I'll let you start this one off. Crazy.
This is one of those ones, y'all. Man, Mick Jenkins. I'll start by saying one of my homegirls, Victoria. I know you probably won't watch this, but if you do, shout out to you for putting me on Mick Jenkins. She put me on Mick Jenkins about 6-7 years ago, and I was very grateful for that. Mick is dope, incredible lyricist, thinks outside of the box. What I really like about this project is the mix of production. Like, there's a very wide variety of production, and I like that he chose to rap over different beats because it shows his ability. So that was dope to me. Some dope features on this as well. Even though, okay, I'll go ahead and say it. He had a track "Sitting Ducks" with Benny the Butcher. Low key, I think that Benny feature might be the worst feature on that project, and it's not like Benny, you know what I'm saying, didn't do his thing. Benny snapped. But he got Freddie Gibbs on here. He got Jid on here. He's got vicmensa. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of guys who really be rapping. So for him to do his thing, it kind of goes back to what I was saying about Page. Like, when you do a project and you enlist top level MCs to be on your project with you, that shows a lot. So for me, highlights, Show and Tell featuring Freddie Gibbs, fire. Sitting Ducks with Benny the Butcher, fire. Smoke Break Dance with JID, we've covered that one. 007 is crazy. 2004, I like that one. Farm to Table featuring vicmensa. vicmensa went crazy, fire. And Mop. So yeah, this is a strong project, man. I definitely say a strong album of the year contender. I don't know where it ranks in that whole category, but it's a strong project. So shout out to Meek on that. It's definitely one of the top projects of the year in my opinion.
Yeah, he definitely had something to say. Sound like he got a lot off his chest. Dope bars, dope project. You pretty much named all the highlights for me. Only two I would add would be Michelin Star in 2004. But yeah, dope, man. I think you might have mentioned 2004, but Michelin Star would be about the only one I would add. But dope project, man. He definitely went crazy. And it's good to see him back outside, man. I think we covered like a project of his last year. I think this one may even be better than that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Elephant in the Room, if I'm not mistaken. And this was way better than Elephant in the Room.
Yeah,
to me, this is his best drop since The Waters.
Okay, yeah. All right, man. Next up, we got Joell Ortiz and L Orange, Signature. I'll let you start this one off also.
All right, Joell, we covered his project last year. Do you remember what that was called?
The Autograph.
Maybe? Autograph. Thank you.
Autograph.
The Autograph. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, dope project. One of the biggest things that I noticed going into this was a lot of the song titles on this project are exactly the same as the song titles from The Authority. And that was mad interesting to me. Like, not many people can really do that. Yeah. So I thought that in itself was dope off the top. We spoke on L Orange's production and how it's a little abstract, kind of different, especially for really anything that we've heard Ortiz on before. But I think that this was executed very well, man. I think this may actually be better than the Autograph for real, like low key. But highlights for me, In My Feelings, Housing Authority featuring King Crooked. They went crazy on the last Housing Authority.
Yeah.
You knew they was gonna do it again on this one.
Yeah.
OG, Holy Ghost with Sci-Hi, crazy. Therapeutic, and Doors Up. So yeah, this is a dope project. If you love lyricism and dope beats, I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I co-sign everything you said, man. The thing I love about Joell, man, and when he does his projects, he proves that, MCing is still a thing. I know a lot of people, have to do other stuff or whatever, but, he's just about the music, man. Dope bars, crazy project. As you said, the production is dope. I co-sign all the highlights you said, man. In My Feelings, Housing Authority featuring King Crooked, Masked Up, OG, Holy Ghost featuring Sci-Hi. Sci-Hi went crazy, man. He went crazy. Therapeutic, Love is Love featuring Sheek Louch and Doors Up. But yeah, this is a dope project. And I agree with you. I think this is better than the last album.
Facts. And that Love is Love with Sheek Louch was dope. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that.
Yeah. All right, man. Next up, make sure I say this right. Is it calibrate?
Collaborate.
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 Collaborate. Okay. No more pain. Yeah, man. This album is deep, man. It definitely had some spiritual elements to it, in my opinion. And it was kind of like a motivational type project. Highlights for me would be Serious, My Prayer. I give him props for this, man. Even though My Prayer is just like a skit, man, but dude prayed so hard, man. I was walking, I almost stopped just to, like let him finish praying, man. Like that was a deep prayer, man. So, I know DMX and some other artists have done that, but I definitely felt the prayer, when he did it. So Serious, My Prayer, Love is Pain, Before You Judge, incredible record, and Generational. But yeah, this is a good project, man.
I agree with everything you said, co-sign everything you said. All of my highlights were exactly the same as yours. We've covered Collaborate. I think a couple of singles we covered earlier this year, but it's dope to cover a full project. And I agree. This was definitely a deep project, a serious project as far as a lot of the content,
Yeah.
and definitely stuff that people need to hear. So shout out to Collaborate on that for making something, that's not only thought provoking, but something that's relevant as well.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah. You guys definitely check out this album, No More Pain. Good project. Next up, man, we got Black Odyssey, Diamonds and Freaks. And actually, when I was looking at their stuff this morning, they just dropped a six piece earlier. I think it was like 2 days ago, so maybe we can check that out too. But I'll let you start this one off.
Okay. Yeah, we've covered a couple of songs from Black Odyssey on the pod. But once again, as always, dope to be able to check out a full project. This is R&B, but it kind of puts me in the vein of like Don Toliver. Like it's R&B, but there's definitely some rap elements to it and aspects to it as well. So if you can appreciate what Don Toliver does, I think in a lot of ways you'll like it. But what I will say, it's a little bit more soulful than some of what Don does too. But there's a lot of elements I think that music lovers will like about this.
Yeah.
Highlights for me: Dopamine and Hennessy. That track's crazy. Miss Sweet Tea, Summer in the Rain. I like that one a lot. Honeysuckle Neckbone with Bootsy Collins. Crazy. You Got a Man featuring Kirby. Shout out to Kirby. OD, fire. Diamonds and Freaks with Rhapsody, fire. Pink Marmalade with, if I pronounce this wrong, forgive me. We're gonna go with Amara Soul. Amara Soul, and Broke Folk Funk featuring Rhapsody, and Let It Grow featuring Stout. So yeah, shout out to Rhapsody on both of those joints too. She killed it. Dope collabs. I thought this was dope, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. Excellent project, cohesive, soulful, and definitely has some kind of like I guess I could sum it up. It's kind of like a erotic type of project, in the way they kind of put it together. But it's dope. As you mentioned, Miss Sweet Tea, Summer in the Rain. I like Adam and Eve featuring Corey Henry, Honeysuckle Neckbone featuring Bootsy Collins. Crazy, Bootsy went crazy on there. Diamonds and Freaks featuring Rap City. Judas and the Mother of Stank featuring The Alchemist. Ephesians, and I like Orange Wine as well. But yeah, this is a very good project, and I'm sure maybe next week or in the weeks to come, we'll definitely check out that six piece that they just dropped.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, man. Last but not least, we got Malik Elijah with Sonnet. Great project, man. I think he went in with his pen, came through. Some dope songs on here, man. Some really, really excellent rapping on here and some good songs. Highlights for me would be Sonnet, None, WWYD, and Hydrophonics. But excellent project. I think this is like an 8-piece, but I like, just about half, about 4 or 5 on here. I really, really like.
Yeah, I thought it was dope too, man. I first discovered Malik Elijah from that song that we covered with Wakai a couple weeks ago. So when I saw that he had a project out, I was like, I definitely wanted to check it out. I thought he did an excellent job on the Wakai track, and I wasn't disappointed. Now this is more of like a mixtape, but
Mhm.
even still, I thought it had great production. He did some really good rapping on here, and I think he just kind of shows you what kind of artist he is
Mhm.
on this project. So I think it's a great introduction for people who may not be familiar with him. Highlights for me: Sonnet, None, Ya featuring Wakai, which Wakai went crazy on that as well. So we definitely gonna have to cover a project from him if he's got one out as well. WWYD, that song's fire. Skyview and Greenlight. So yeah, I like the majority of this project. Thought it was dope. Shout out to Malik Elijah.
Yep. Shout out to him, man. All right, Mike, what we got for our singles, man?
All right, let's get into it. We got Kasky with Firestarter. Now, we covered the track. The video just dropped. The video I thought had some very interesting themes in there. Especially the ending, how it kind of ended. I thought that was real interesting.
Mm.
But it also I think it's kind of a reflection on, you know, maybe the perception of the rap game from other people outside of the culture as well. So,
Mm.
I thought it was very original as far as how he did the video. Even though some of the themes may be common in other rap videos, I thought the way he did it was dope. So I give him a dope.
Yep, I co-sign. Yeah, it's dope.
Next we got Ice Wear Vizo with Love in the City. I think this is a good track. I give him a good track.
Yeah, I agree, man. I like it. I like it too.
All right. Next we have Tinashe with Needs. I'll let you start.
I thought this one was just cool.
I think it's a solid track. I like the choreography in the video. I thought there was some good dancing, and she
Mm.
definitely did her thing on that. But I think the track's, solid. Yeah, I'll give it solid.
Okay.
Next we have Jamila Woods with Boomerang. This is dope. I like it. Dope.
Yeah, it's dope. It's fire, man. I like this track.
Thanks. Next we got Gucci Mane with Broken Heart. I'll let you start.
I think this is a dope track. Only critique I have, I'm not really feeling the hook, but the verses are dope though.
I like it too. I think it's a good track. Definitely one of the better tracks we've covered from Gucci in the past, couple weeks. Cause I know he's been dropping a lot of music recently.
Yeah. Mm.
But yeah, I like this one more than I think I like the past couple ones he's dropped. So I'm gonna go good on.
Okay.
Next we got Snow Allegra with Wait a Little Longer. I'll let you start.
Yeah, man, this is a nice song, man. Kind of a beautiful song, so I like it.
I agree 100%. Dope. Snow's got a dope voice too. Love
Yeah.
it. Next, John Batiste featuring Lil Wayne with Uneasy. This is dope, bro. It's dope.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I like it in the aspect too of like the last couple minutes is kind of jammed out. He went crazy on the keys. Wayne even cranked the guitar out. So it's dope, man. Dope track.
I agree, bro. Definitely dope.
Yeah.
Next, Young Scooter featuring Future with Hard to Handle. This ain't bad. I think it's a solid track.
Yeah, I agree. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Thanks. Next, we have Sexy Red and Suki Hana with Hood Rats. I'll let you start.
I wrote no comment. I don't know, man. I don't even know where to start on that one. I just shout out to them, but I just got no comment, man.
Um, the song is cool, but it's definitely an entertaining video. And
Yeah.
this goes back to what you were saying a little while ago about rappers doing movies and television.
Mhm.
I think the biggest thing I picked up from that video was Suki Hana could be a dope actress. I really could see Suki Hana
Mhm.
being dope in like a movie or a television show. So
Sure.
I don't know if that's something she has in her plans, but I could see that being very successful.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's good point. Good point.
Next we got Lil Tecca featuring Kodak Black with Heaven on Earth. I go good track.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
All right. Next we got Paul Russell with Lil Boo Thing. I'll let you start.
I thought this was a very creative track, so I give him a good track for it.
I'm right there with you. Good track. I like the old. What was that? Is that The Best of My Love or?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's what that track is. I'm not sure, but I have to go back and look again. I'll clarify on the next one if I was wrong. But I think that's what that track is though. So I like the flip on it. I like what he did with it. And there's another track that we covered that's kind of similar to that. We'll speak on it later. But it's kind of seeing a lot of guys, kind of going back over these old school tracks, and I like that. So yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to him.
facts.
Next, Lil Durk with F You Thought. Um, solid. I go solid track.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Next, Mike Will Made It featuring Lil Uzi Vert with Blood Moon. I'll let you start.
I thought this one was just cool.
I think the beat was dope.
Mm.
Lil Uzi did some decent rapping. I didn't think his rapping was bad. I go solid.
Okay. All right.
Next we got Doechii with Booty Drop. I'll let you start that one too.
Not bad. Not bad. I kind of nodded my head to it a little bit, so it's not bad.
I like it too, man. The vibe is good,
Mhm.
and though it's not, the most like lyrical tracker in the world or anything like that, I think it's a good feel good song, and
Yeah,
definitely something that the ladies will enjoy to dance to. So I can see that.
yeah, I agree.
Next we got Maya featuring Bounty Killer with Wine. Dope. I like it.
Okay, yeah, it's good to see my back outside, man. It's been a while, but yeah, I agree. I agree. It's a good track.
Facts. It is good to see Maya back outside.
Mhm.
Next, I've forgive me if I get this wrong. Ivorian Doll
Okay.
with Big Bad. Um, what's it? Big Bad.
IVD.
Yeah, thank you. Big Bad IVD. Um, I see what she was doing. I don't think it's bad. I'll go solid.
Okay. I actually thought this was kind of dope, man. I mean, I like her energy. I like it. I like it. So it's dope. It's dope to me. Yeah.
Okay, bet. Next we got Jay Huss featuring Burnaboy with Masculine. Um, good vibe, dope track.
I agree, man. Burna Boy can't miss right now, man. He's killing it. So anything with him on it, I think I think it's gonna be dope.
Nah, facts. He got bangers.
Yeah.
Next, one of my boys, Marcus Clay, with the Duckworth freestyle. I'll let you start.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Marcus Clay. I definitely think he's mad talented. Keep doing more, man. People need to know who you are.
Yeah.
Next, Cy the Kid with Sex Slave. Now, when we covered Cy album, Toxicity at its Finest, we covered the track. So this is more of a video review on this one. I'll let you start.
Yeah, it's good. Video's dope. Syree is dope. So I like it, man. The album's good too.
I agree, co-sign everything. Dope.
Yeah.
Next, we got Sugar Free, the OG, and Immaculate with Send That Be. I'll let you start.
This is fire, man. Sugar Free went crazy on here, man. And this song is dope, man. I like it.
I got good track as well. I like it too. Sugar Free definitely did his thing.
Yeah.
For those who may not be familiar, definitely a throwback kind of style, but I think a lot of the 80s babies and 90s babies will appreciate what he's doing. So shout out to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, we have Sleepy Hollow featuring Marshmello with GBG. Um, Now Marshmello is known for doing a lot of what's that,
Like
house
club,
or
yeah, yep.
yeah type music. But it was dope seeing him collab with a rapper on this. I thought it was dope. I like.
I agree. I got dope too, man. Yeah.
Next we got ESTG with Lil Baby. I think I'll let you start.
Dope, man. ESTG is another one of those guys, man. He's just on a good run. Dope, man. Dope.
I agree. I also thought it was a good track. Lil Baby did his thing. I like it.
Yeah.
Next, Justin Martin with Miss Me Yet. This is good. I don't think it's the strongest track I've heard from her, but I definitely think it's solid. So I'll go good, solid in that range.
I put the same thing. I think it's kind of like decent, not bad. I agree. I've heard some stronger tracks from her. I see what she was trying to do. I don't know if she quite executed it on this one, but she is a dope though. So, but this one it's not bad though.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think she's dope.
Yeah.
Next, Unknown T featuring forgive me,
Yeah.
Adumadu Black
Okay.
with Welcome to My Strip. Fire.
They went in, man. They went crazy.
Fire.
Yeah. They definitely went crazy.
I agree, man. Yeah, that's a dope track.
Yeah.
Next, Rod Wave with Call Your Friend. This might be one of the better Rod Wave tracks I've heard in a long time, bro. Like this one actually was like, I was like, okay, Rod, talk.
Yeah. I agree, man. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been like the biggest fan of his music or whatever. Not that he's bad or nothing, it's just a little depressing to me, but this is probably his best track in my opinion. Best one I've heard in a long time.
I agree. I mess with this one a lot, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, Polo G with Barely Holding On. I'll let you start.
Dope, man. Dope. I think Polo is dope, man. He's one of the better of the, if you want to use the term, auto-tune type rappers, but he's one of the best.
Yeah, I thought he did a dope job on this track as well. And I think Polo G is really talented. So shout out to him.
Yeah, I agree.
Next, we got Stunner Girl featuring JT with the Like That remix. Now, I think we just covered Stunner Girl and French Montana last week. So now she got another remix with JT. How'd you feel about this one?
I like this one a whole lot better than the one with French. But yeah, I like this one.
I feel it. JT's verse was dope too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I feel it. I agree. Next, we got Mick Jenkins featuring Freddie Gibbs with Show and Tell. We talked about this when we covered the album, but I think it's fire, so I got fire.
Yeah, bars on bars, man. Crazy.
Facts. Once again, another one, Malik Elijah with What Would You Do? Talked briefly about that when we covered the project. I thought it was dope. Probably the best song on that project in my opinion. So I like it a lot.
Yeah, fire emoji, man.
Next, Akeem Ali with Jesus Run.
He went crazy.
Yeah, this is one of the ones. I mean, you know, and what I like about this, bro, because we've covered songs from him where he's kind of been like on the whole pimp, like Mac kind of vibe. This is completely different from that. Yeah. And I like that he went over the Kanye Jesus Walk beat and the whole concept of the track. So yeah, this is fire.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, dude went crazy, man.
Thanks. Next, we got Big Hit with Take Some Off of That. I'll let you start.
Yeah, fire emoji, man. I like it, man. I like what Big Hit is doing. He's definitely hungry and he's killing it, man. He's killing it.
I think it's a good track. I think I've heard stuff I like more, you know, from Big Hit. But granted, this is the first track we've heard with Big Hit by himself, if at least that I can remember. So I think it's a good start, especially for what he, you know, having an album coming out soon. I think that's a good start.
Okay. Yeah.
Next, we got the Doppelgangers with Cloak Life. Good track. I like it.
Good track. Yeah, definitely. Good track.
Next, That Mexican OT with Opera 2. This one's just cool.
I agree 100%. It's just cool. Just cool.
Next, MC8 with Why You Wanna Do. I'll let you start.
The OG is back, man. I love the verses. I think the hook just kind of threw the song off a little bit, but it's good to see him back outside. I've always been a fan of MC8, good rapper, good actor too. But the song is good, but the hook just kind of threw it off a little bit for me.
I went good as well. I don't remember not liking the hook when I listened to the song, but I can go back and listen to it again. But I definitely put the good as well, and that could possibly be the reason why. So, next, Lil Tyler with Lil Tyler freestyle. Good track.
Okay, I put just cool on this one. Just cool for me.
I feel it. Next we got Sierra featuring Lil Baby with Forever. We covered that one when we covered the project. I thought it was dope. What'd you think?
I agree 100%. It's dope. I like the video too. Like I said, she's killing these videos, man. So shout out to Sierra, but I like it.
Facts. Next, Currency and Vico Baby with Purple Picasso. Dope.
Yeah, dope, man. Dope.
Next, Chris Webby with One of One. I'll let you start.
Good track. Good track. You definitely did some creative stuff on here. I like it.
I think it's a good track as well. I agree.
Yeah.
Next, Brent Fires with Jackie Brown. Fire.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, Brent Fires is dope.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I promise you, I will still forever regret that we weren't covering R&B last year because we missed Brent and SZA last year. So I will regret that, for the foreseeable future. But it's
yeah,
cool,
but Brent is dope though. He's dope. Yeah.
Facts. Next, Marlon Craft with Ups and Downs. We covered Marlon's project last week. I thought this track was dope when we covered it. The video dropped. I think the video is dope, so I go dope.
Yep. Fire emoji, man.
Next, we got KB featuring Lecrae with Miracles. I'll let you start.
Good track, man. Definitely a good track. I like what they both did on here, so I like it.
I agree. I think it's a good track as well. Shout out to both of them.
Yeah.
Next, we have Akeem Ali back on his pimp side this time with Sit Down on It. I'll let you start.
Crazy. Yeah, he went crazy on this one, man. I like the whole. I mean, I like the original song, but he went crazy on this, man.
Yeah, he snapped face. He snapped.
Yeah.
Shout out to Akeem Ali. Dude's fire. Like, y'all need to check him out.
Yeah.
Next, Usher with Boyfriend. Now, there was a whole controversy with Usher and Kiki, not too long ago. Now Kiki's in the video doing Usher's dance moves and all kinds of stuff. I thought that part of it was definitely entertaining. The song is not bad. I'll go solid.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I forgot what song we covered last week. I like that one a lot better than this one. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about her and her boyfriend. I mean, that's their personal business. But the only reason I'm bringing it up because at the end when she did the wink, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a shot towards him or whatever, or you got upset about her attending the concert and now she's in the video. I think for all the hoopla around it, the song is just okay to me. Yeah.
I mean, I feel it. I think the other song you were referring to is the Good featuring
Good.
21 and Summer Walker.
Yeah, I like that one a lot better. Yeah.
I do think that's a stronger track, so I would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Even though that track got a lot of hate online, but
I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
But next we got Zach Fox with Dummy. I want to see your opinion on this, so I'll let you start.
I put just cool.
I'm gonna go good track because I see what he's trying to do. The beat is fire. That beat's crazy.
Yeah.
So I see what he's trying to do. It's a little abstract, a little different from what everybody else is doing. I kind of like it, so I'm gonna go good
Okay, I'll go back and listen to it again.
for sure. Next we got Conway the Machine and Benny the Butcher with "We Shot You." Now this is over the "Who Shot You" beat. Crazy. Well, hold
Yeah.
on. What's that? The "Who Shot You" beat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just had to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. This is LL. Yeah. LLB.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fire.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, dope.
Yeah. Yeah. Fire. Yeah. I like it.
All right, next we got Chris Webby with "Raw Thoughts." What's that? 6?
Yeah.
Okay, "Raw Thoughts" 6. Um, hey, he might not make no friends with this track, but this track's fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said a lot of things that I'm sure is gonna upset a lot of people on this track, but it's fire.
He went in, man. 9 minutes, man. He went in, man. I mean, maybe like the last minute was like credits and stuff, but definitely about 8 minutes. He went in, man. I heard him throw a little shot at Lupe or whatever.
About
But
the vaccine thing,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But he went in. He went in on here. I give him credit. I give him credit.
Yeah, he snapped. Fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Next we got Monet Marlowe with "Night Owl." I think this is dope. Shout out to her.
Man, she's hard, man. I know we got a couple of her songs on here, but yeah, I like this, man. It's dope.
Facts, I agree. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Yellow Pain is next with "Bloody Summer." I say solid track.
Okay. Yeah, I say not bad. Yeah.
Okay. Next we got ESTG with "XXL." I think this is a good track, man. Shout out to ESTG. Think he did his thing on this.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Next we got "Snow the Product" featuring Santa Fe Clan with 3x4.
Mhm.
I think this is a good track. I like Snow, so I mess with it.
Okay. Maybe I have to listen to it again. It was just cool, in my opinion, but I still like the effort though, for sure.
I feel it. Next we got "Trippieredd" featuring Roddy Ricch with "Closed Doors." I'll let you start.
Fire emoji, man. I listened to Trippie's album last night, man. It's probably his best album, but yeah, this is dope though. I like it.
I agree. I think it's dope too.
Yeah.
Next, Travis Scott with "Sirens." Now this is just a video review. We covered the track previously when we covered Travis's album, but I thought the video was entertaining.
I agree. Yeah, especially the ending when the girl escaped and they all kind of huddled. Yeah, it's dope. Dope.
Facts. Next, Reason with "Call Me." Fire.
Yeah, man. Reason is different, man. It's different. Yeah.
Shout out to Reason.
Yeah.
Next we got Duke Deuce with "Whoa." I'll let you start.
He snapped. He snapped on this, man. He snapped.
I think it's a good track as well. So yeah, shout out to Duke Deuce.
Yeah.
Next, Rick Hyde with "Change My High." Crazy. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope. Dope.
Monet Marlowe once again with "OMG." This was good. I don't like it as much as "Night Owl," but I think it's solid though.
Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like this one too, though. Yeah.
Now the visuals dope. Like the visuals definitely dope. I thought lyrically though, I kind of like "Night Owl" a little bit more, but I don't
Okay.
think this is bad though.
I feel you.
Next we got Victoria Monet on "My Mama." We covered the track. The video just recently dropped, and it's doing crazy numbers on social media, YouTube, and all of that. So shout out to her. Yeah, the video's fire.
Yeah. I forgot the guy's name that she sampled this from, but I saw him in the video, so I thought that was dope.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's dope. Next we have Stefflon Don with "BNXN." What's poppin'? Dope.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's dope.
Next, Bizarre featuring Foul Mouth and Nature with "Show Off." Good track. I like it.
Yeah, man. For some reason, when we covered the album, I don't know if I had this on my highlights or not, but just being able to watch the video, this song is dope, man. They definitely went crazy on here. So maybe I just didn't catch it as much when I listened to the album, this one, but when I saw the video, yeah, both of them went crazy on here.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's dope.
Yeah.
Next we got Big Hit once again with Boo Bop. I'll let you start.
Yeah, I like this one too, man. I think he's cooking, cooking up what he's gonna do on the album. So he's off to a good start.
Yeah, I think this is solid too, man. Yeah, solid track. Shout out to Big Hit.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Next we have Token with Mayflower. I'll let you start again.
He went crazy on the verses, man. Maybe it's something about the music and stuff. I don't know overall how to kind of judge that, but he definitely went crazy with his pen though, for sure.
Yeah, he did snap, and I kind of agree with you. The beat was a little different, but I think he did. I think he did a good job with it.
Yeah.
And I think the execution. I don't think the execution was off.
No.
Maybe just not the greatest beat,
Right.
choice in that situation. But I like it though. I like what he did for sure.
Yeah, and Token's dope, man. Yeah.
Facts. Token is dope.
Yeah.
Next, Jesse Reyes featuring Miguel with Jeans. I'll let you start.
Yeah, very nice collab. I think Jessie is very underrated. She's dope. And it's good to see Miguel in the video, see him back outside as well. So it's dope.
Facts. I agree.
Yeah.
Next, Larry June featuring Cardo with The Good Kind. Good track.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe it was the beat or something. I just put kind of cool for this one. But Larry's been killing it all year. So even if it is just one kind of whatever, he's still got a crazy track record for what he's done all year. But this one's just okay to me.
Facts. I feel it. And I don't think it was like, fire emoji or dope. I definitely think it's a solid to good track, like in that range. So I feel it.
Yeah.
Next we have Chris Brown with Summer Too Hot. This is another video review, but video's crazy, so fire.
Yeah, I agree, man. Let me ask you your opinion. Does it seem like Chris Brown has he reached that point in his career where people just kind of, I didn't use the word ignoring him, but it's not getting like the buzz that he's used to getting? Because I think he's making like some of his best music right now, and it's not really getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, I think when he dropped that Double Disc project a couple years ago, that was like a big conversation starter at that point. Was Chris Brown, falling off, or was he not getting the same attention that he once got, in the industry? But I think his core, is still responding well to a lot of the stuff that he's putting out. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Maybe part of that could be a result of streaming as well. I think it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, right.
Next, Pee Wee Longway with Who I Am, or Who Am I? I'm sorry. This is dope. I think this is probably one of the best songs I've heard from Pee Wee Longway.
Snapping. That's snapping on here, man.
Facts. Next, we got Dax with The Abyss. I'll let you start.
He went in, it's Dax. I mean, so Dax, Hopsin, those guys just go crazy all the time, man. So it's dope.
Facts. I agree. Dope.
Yeah.
Next, Travis Scott featuring Beyonce with Del Resto, Echoes. Once again, the video review. So I'll let you start.
Yeah, video is crazy, man. I don't know what some AI figure or some blue guy driving a car, but the video is dope. I like it. I like it. And the song is probably my favorite song off the album, to be honest with you.
Co-sign everything you just said, bro.
No.
Next, we have Zombie Juice with Pistolas. Fire.
Yeah, I co-sign what you said, man. Fire. Zombie Juice is crazy, man.
Facts. Shout out to Zombie Juice and the whole Flatbush Zombies.
Mike. By the way, that's him covering the Nas track, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
pisses on.
him.
Yeah, pisses on the album cover. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I loved it. As soon as I heard the Pistols on Your album cover beat, I was like, yes, Zombie Juice. This what
yeah,
I'm talking about.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I love it.
yeah.
Lastly, but surely not least, once again, we have Monet Marlowe with Danny DeVito. Fire.
Fire, man. Yeah. Hey, she's killing it, man. I like the 3 tracks from her. Rick Hod is another one. You know, these people making some waves, man. I like definitely what they're doing for sure.
Facts, bro. A lot of good stuff this week, man.
Yeah.
Great albums, singles. So yeah, a lot of good stuff this week, bro.
Yeah, I co-sign, man. Yeah. I hope Sierra, man, can get some attention too, man, because like we were just talking about Chris Brown a second ago. I mean, she's put a lot into those videos and a craft, man. So I hope it can connect with the fan base. Pagekennedy went crazy, and a lot of these singles that we covered this week were incredible as well, man.
Yeah, facts. And to piggyback on what you were saying about Sierra, and in a way, what you were saying about Chris Brown too, I think that's part of what guys and women face after they've been in the industry for so long. Like, how do you continue to keep the fans coming back? And back in like the '80s or whatever, going into the '90s, a lot of times artists had to reinvent themselves, to basically
Yep.
retain that type of relevancy.
Yep.
So I don't know. We're definitely in a different time musically, and maybe that's something we may see come back to the forefront. But ultimately, it's tough, especially when you've been doing it as long as people like Sierra and Chris Brown have been doing it. So
Right. Yeah, and that's an excellent point you made. I remember when Prince did Kiss, the label didn't want him to put it out because the way he sung it was kind of weird, but it connected. It worked. It was like one of his biggest hits. So you're right. You reach a point sometimes, but you gotta sometimes go back to the drawing board and just kind of reinvent everything that you're doing. Even actors have to do it sometimes. They may have to take on a more challenging role or a role that we're not accustomed to seeing them do to kind of keep that second wave of what they're doing going. So that's a good point.
thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Projects for next week, man. What you got on your radar?
Uh, let's see. I know Russ dropped. You mentioned Trippieredd,
Yeah.
Quavo.
Yeah.
What else? Gigs is out.
Yeah.
And we still waiting on a couple of projects that were supposed to drop earlier this year, like that Tizo Touchdown,
Yeah.
the West Side Gun, Smino, Joyner Lucas. So we'll see what actually ends up dropping and what we'll end up covering. But for sure, I would say you can expect to see Quavo, Russ, Trippieredd, and some of the other people who dropped recently on the next episode.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, Mike, give everybody your social media, man.
Yes, sir. That's M1C_CH3CK on IG.
All right, I'm on Instagram as well at In the Hills Music. Also, look for us on Facebook at The Sleeping Giants. While you're there, look for Terrance Hill. And we appreciate those of you who've been sharing, liking, commenting. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify as well. And when things slow down, we're definitely going to look at some other platforms as well to expand the podcast. Also, look for Terrance Hill Music and In the Hills Music on YouTube as well. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast. We'll see you on the very next one. Take care.